of the questions I get asked a lot about is, what are we using for communicators? And we've used a few over the years, but recently we've gone to the Uclear system. And the only reason I did, well, one, I heard good things about it, but two, they were used. I got a good deal on them. I don't buy a lot new, especially the high ticket items like this. And again, I'm not sponsored by these people by any means. If they want to sponsor me, great. I'd love to try out some new product, but this is what we're using so far. And you can see my two helmets here that we're using is a BV2S, which I'm going to show you how we install them into this helmet. And we've got our modular helmets. These things work great. And with the Uclear HD system like this, the more riders you have using the Bluetooth communicators, the better it is. The distance of communication goes off the next guy. So I believe it's a mile radius. Don't quote me on that. I can actually look it up, but let's say it's half a mile. If this goes a half a mile and you've got a third one that's a half a mile, that gives you a mile radius. If you got two more, that's going to give you 2 miles communication distance. If you got 2 more, that's 3 miles. It does up to 10 riders, and they're very easy to use, and I'll show you how to use them once I get the one installed. But with this kit, it came with the ear pads like this that you actually mount inside your helmet, and it also came with, which I think is really neat, is a couple of more earbud style microphones and speakers, so that you can actually, let's say you're riding with a friend that actually doesn't use the Uclear and you want to use the devices. If you're out for a ride with them, you don't have to take the permanently mounted ear pads out of your helmet. You can actually use these little earbuds just like a Walkman, and it has a built-in mic there and everything. And we have used those on a temporary basis when I use my MX helmet, and they work really well. So it came with 2 sets of communicators. It came with 2 earbud style communicators. These little Velcro tabs you actually mount in the helmet so that you can actually stick the microphone in. And it came with a bunch of stuff like extra Velcro pads, different clips, mounting styles that you can actually put on your helmet. And I'll just show you on this one modular, because we have it installed. You actually have the clip on the side like this, and then the actual Uclear device slides in over the top. You plug in your wire to the front like that, and then you're good to go. And when you actually open the helmet up, the nice thing with Uclear is, look it in there, you really don't see anything. We had to play around with the microphone placement. You can see there's one mic there, and I've got one there. This helmet uses a breath box that clips on like this. And the breath box by nature muffles your voice. The actual Uclear instructions say to mount the microphone up, and we put it up on my BV2S. I put it up underneath this pad here. And it makes sense, because when the helmet's closed and you have a sealed cavity, the microphone should pick up any voice that's in this area. We just found that it was too hard to hear with 2 modulars running the system, so I mounted them here so you get anything from this that comes out of this breath box to the microphones. And again, like I said, you can play around and move those wherever you want. Ourselves, we just found this is the best way that it works. I also find that when we stop and you flip the mask up, it's really clear to hear. One thing I can say about the Uclear is the audio is really good. These pads are very high quality sound. So when you're running audio like a radio station, you can run your Bluetooth off your phone and run a playlist while you ride if you want. It sounds really good. And if also too, let's look back in here again. But the speakers are very, very unobtrusive. You put that on and you can't even tell there's anything in that helmet. Really like that system. And for safety wise, I think especially with a young rider, I mean, Drew's good enough. He's on his own now. I have no problems with his confidence, but when he was learning, when he was 11 and 12 years old, it's a great little system to have, because if he has questions about what's going on with the snowmobile, or if we're riding on the trail, this is the best part. We can warn each other. There's a stick, there's a tree. You may even hear that in some of our videos. Hard left, hard right. That's really all you need. We don't use it for chatter a lot. There's a few times he has something funny and I think of something funny, and we will fire it back at each other. But for the most case, we use it as a safety device, and I think it's a really important piece of safety equipment. If anything, just like your helmet. And the warning of obstacles is crazy. I mean, that's to me the most important thing, because trail conditions, as you know, they're always changing. They're never the same 2 days in a row with grooming operations and things like that. So it's important to be able to warn the other riders of any hazards on the trail, or warn them of any impending dangers, such as even a groomer if you come around a corner, that type of thing. A lot of problems could have been avoided had we been wearing these communicators when we've been out in group rides.
You guys trying to catch up to your buddy, or what's
Had that first rider that went through had the Uclear on, he could have warned us a mile away that there was police ahead, because he went through them, was stopped and sent on his way. So a really good system. I wouldn't ride without it. I feel naked actually when I go out with people that don't have them, because it's just so hard. Another benefit is when we stop and I'm looking at maps or directions, neither of us have to get off our machine. We don't have to get over and walk and yell over the engine noise of the other machine. We can just sit on our sleds and go left or right. Which way do you want to go? Are you hungry? Are you warm? It's great in that sense. It's not lazy. It's just really convenient. I can be at the back of the group and Drew can be at the very front, and we could have 4 riders in between us, and he can say, is everybody there? And I can confirm that yes, we're all good, or no, this one here is failing behind, here's the problem, that type of thing. So highly recommend a Bluetooth communicator. Uclear is what we use, and it's decent. I really don't have very little complaints, except with the modular helmet. It's a little muffled, but I can't see that any other system is going to be any better. Again, I've ran the microphone in there. Even if you fish the microphone inside the breath box, it's still muffled because it's such a small area for your voice to travel. So it is better on the outside. Believe me, we've tried everything. Pairing the Uclear communicators is really easy. On the first unit, you hold down power and the down button until just for a couple of seconds, until the light starts blinking. Hopefully you can see it's blinking purple. That's actually in the pairing mode now. On the second unit, you're going to actually push the power button and up until it starts blinking. And you'll see it'll flash purple and blue. There's the purple. And when it flashes blue, it's paired to the first unit. If you wanted to add more down the line, you keep doing this and until you're finished. To end the process, you press power once on the last unit in the line, and it'll continue to blink blue to communicate back and forth. Then to save that pairing, you just hold down the power button and power off both units. And the next time you turn them on, they will automatically be synced. Just like that. It's that simple. You don't have to press to talk. You just talk and it goes to the other device. Again, it doesn't have to be Uclear. It can be any Bluetooth device can link into this. Really easy to set up. And then you've got your volume up, volume down. If you want to use the phone, you can link your iPhone to it, or any smartphone device, so you can actually take calls by pressing that button to answer the call. It's very hands-free, almost one-hand operation. Again, I haven't used the telephone with it. I'll put a screenshot of the instruction sheets on here, so if you bought these secondhand and you need instructions, I can put a link on the motojungle.ca site where you can download them and free of charge, and at least you have a running tally of what to do. So that's pretty much my summary of the Uclear device. It's very compact, as you can see here. It's very discreet. You know, when you stop, it's hard to tell that you even have a microphone in your helmet, and it's comfortable. It doesn't affect the fit and finish of your helmet. And it's an important safety feature for riders of all levels, whether you're experienced or whether you're just starting out. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe and leave a comment below if you have any questions on our system. Thank you.